What's going on today, guys? Scamming here. In this video, not only will I show proof that Cesar Pina has scammed people, but I've also found proof that DJ Envy is part of this scam. These guys are longtime partners in a real estate business, and Cesar has been hit with over 20 civil lawsuits. He is also facing federal charges. He has allegedly defrauded people for millions of dollars. I'm honestly just saying alleged for the hell of it at this point because they got him. They got him, alright? He's got. There's serious proof of these transactions as well as Cesar not holding up his end of the bargain. In some cases, he didn't even buy the property that he claimed he was going to fix up. DJ Envy is a co-host on The Breakfast Club, a popular radio show dubbed as the world's most dangerous show. Honestly, I don't think you're in too much danger here unless you happen to attend one of DJ Envy's real estate seminars. Then you might be in financial danger. On October 15th, 2018, they had Cesar Pina on as a guest, an unknown real estate investor. According to DJ Envy, him and Cesar have partnered to teach on generational wealth and home buying to uplift the community. He said he did these seminars and brought industry professionals to all of these seminars. DJ Envy is being implicated in the alleged real estate fraud Ponzi scheme of Cesar Pina. Pina started taking investments back in 2017. He has allegedly defrauded investors for at least $8.9 million. He would take investments on properties that he either did or did not own or plan to buy, promising returns ranging from 20 to 45% after fixing it up. He would use fresh investments to repay earlier investors. That's like the classic definition of a Ponzi scheme. Pina was released on a $1 million bond and is now stuck in New Jersey, which is the worst punishment of all, really. If found guilty, he can face a maximum of 20 years and a lot of fines. Cesar and his wife are facing over 20 lawsuits as well as federal charges. I'm not gonna lie, this dude looks sketchy. He looks like even he knows he's sketchy. There are definitely quite a few fishy things happening here. Envy's first public interaction with Cesar was on July 21st, where he talks about getting a $17,000 house 4 years ago, and that houses on the same block are selling for $350K now. In this post, he talks about how he recently met Flipping NJ, who is Cesar Pina. Nothing suspicious about that at all. That's sarcasm, obviously. You may notice this is a little bit before his appearance on The Breakfast Club. What does that mean exactly? I don't know either. Definitely weird though. Here are some testimonies from people who said they got scammed from Cesar.
I lost $200,000.
$835,000 in total.
I lost a total of $64,000.
I lost $1 million.
Many of the victims claim that DJ Envy's celebrity status helped convince them that Cesar was somebody they could trust, which makes a lot of sense. I don't think people would really trust this guy without Envy backing him. It has been said that Cesar could face additional charges for money laundering. There have been many other red flags. Let's take a look at this podcast.
And I met Cesar.
Met Cesar.
Cesar is Flipping NJ is my partner in New
Right.
Jersey. He owns over 1,600 units in New Jersey and all throughout the country.
Cesar was in prison before.
Cesar was in prison. Cesar
Wow.
was locked up and he learned how to do real estate in prison.
Okay, first major red flag here. You do not learn how to do real estate legitimately in prison. Oh yeah, he was in prison for fraud, by the way. He was in prison for fraud and learned how to do real estate. You should give this man your money now.
You know, why he was like, his first thing is, why are you using your money? I said, what you mean? He said, you don't use your money, you use other people's money to get these deals.
It really depends on how you are paying back the people whose money you are borrowing. If you're going to use person B's money to pay back person A's money, Ponzi.
And that's what I've been trying to teach people. When I first got into real estate, I called 3 people. I called Clue, I called Fabulous, I called Joe Budden, right? My Desert Storm family. And I said, hey guys, I'm doing real estate. This is something that I think that, you know, you should invest a little bit of money in, try it out, and that way you can do it. Joe Budden told me it was a Ponzi scheme and I was going to go to jail.
So I never thought I would say this in my life, but Joe Budden, a very smart man.
On October 20, 2020, Roman signed a joint venture agreement for a property at 91 Harding Avenue in Clifton, New Jersey, where he'd contribute $100,000 and receive a 30% return within 5 months. Using my favorite software, Batch Leads, we can see that 91 Harding Avenue in Clifton, New Jersey was never purchased by Cesar or an LLC he owns.
Now this is just one example of many where Cesar did not buy a property. If you are interested in getting the finer details of that, check out Spencer Cornelia's video on the topic. A person that invested in a property with Cesar died in a car crash about 6 months ago.
We were interviewing Jeff Robinson, who owns a food truck and car wash in Patterson.
My son was my world. And these people took advantage.
His son, Jeff Jr., tragically died in a car accident 6 months ago, leaving 2 children behind. Jeff Jr. had invested $325,000 with Pena in this Passaic property. The dad says Pena then went dark.
A month after I buried my son, I called Caesar. Oh, bro, I'm going to meet you. I have text correspondence with Caesar, text messages. Oh, I'm running a little behind. He never met me here.
I should mention that it is unclear if Envy was involved in this deal. While they ran a business together named Flip2DAO, he has stated that not all deals involved both parties. Flip2DAO is their self-proclaimed world's first ever real estate platform powered by Web3 technology. Their website is offline now. Definitely seems like they are running the paper shredders. There have been people online speculating that Flip2DAO was a scam from the start. The biggest contributor to this narrative is Tony the Closer Robinson, who has been posting about it relentlessly for quite some time. In fact, he's been so relentless about it that DJ Envy is actually suing him for defamation, for calling him a thief, criminal, scammer, and running a Ponzi scheme. The lawsuit mentions how Tony allegedly illegally recorded a phone call where he tried to get Envy to admit to fraudulent practices. Tony has still actually been going pretty hard on him since then. He recently posted a video with what he claims to be a fake house giveaway. Flip2DAO says they were giving away this house to one of their members. Oddly, in this video, they do not state when the contest ends.
By becoming a member of Flip2DAO, you will have a chance to win this house. That's right, this house right behind us. There's a 3-family in Patterson, New Jersey. The value for this house right now is $500,000.
They claim they gave away this house to this person in this picture. It is incredibly suspicious though. This lady does not look like someone who would be interested in a Web3 real estate website, or even a website at all. After seeing this, my Caesar sense was tingling, so I decided to look up the house and see who owned it. This is a house in Patterson, New Jersey. I found it on Google Maps. The picture on Google Maps is from 2020, and it has since been renovated. You can tell it is the same house though due to the design of the surrounding houses. It does look like a lot of the houses around here did get touched up a bit, but you can still see it is the same thing. Now there was something odd going on with the address here. I don't know what that's about, but on Google Maps it's listed as 468 and 472. But there's no 470, but if you look at the property titles, it's 470. When you look at the name for 470, the names are not Nadine, Caesar, Envy, or Flip2DAO. It is Warehouse Holdings LLC, spelled wrong. I've looked into it and I've actually confirmed that this LLC is owned by Caesar Pena, and it still is, meaning they never actually gave this property to this lady that they said they did. So yeah, not only is Caesar even more busted, but DJ Envy is confirmed to also be involved in this fraudulent giveaway too. I will say in the pictures where they show the lady they gave away the house to, I do not see DJ Envy, I only see Caesar. So it is totally possible that Envy had no idea this was going on, but if that is the case, it is extremely negligent on his part to not be there for such a big giveaway, or to not look into it afterwards to make sure that the property goes to the right person. My theory is that they thought they could do a fake house giveaway and that no one would notice, you know, just to drum up more promotion for their platform. So DJ Envy responded on his morning show, even though his lawyer told him not to. Probably should have listened to him. He mentioned how they did seminars and they were always with professionals, auction.com, etc. But there are a lot more clips than that online.
What up, y'all? It's DJ Envy.
Flippin' NJ.
What up, y'all? It's DJ Envy.
Flippin' NJ.
What up, y'all? It's DJ Envy.
Flippin' NJ.
He says that if Caesar took people's money, he was not privy to it, nor did he know about it. He also says that he gave Caesar money, a lot of money, apparently about $500,000 at least 2 years ago, and hadn't seen a return on it. He paid him to do work on a property that is still empty, which is a bit odd because that should have set a few alarms off in his head. You gave him $500K and haven't seen progress on it in years, and we're supposed to believe you didn't know he was scamming? My brother in Christ, he was scamming you. How could you not be aware of it? Also, they had offices next to each other, and there were a lot of people knocking on Caesar's door trying to get their money back or find out where their money is or what is going on with their property.
If he does, and I asked him personally, I said, do you owe people money?
Does he owe you money?
We have an investment together that we're going to sell. He does not owe me money. We partnered up on a property.
It is unclear whether federal agents have visited the iHeartRadio offices and seized electronic equipment. There are varying sources reporting different things. DJ Envy's attorney denied these claims, stating, "Per my client's dismissal motions, which are a matter of public record, my client had nothing whatsoever to do with the specific deals concerning Pina's alleged real estate scheme. As such, any reference to my client's involvement in the purported scheme is solely for purposes of sensationalizing the case because of his celebrity status. In fact, my client is a victim. And then he goes on to talk about the $500K. Wait, I thought he didn't owe you money, Envy. All while still promoting the business and receiving profit from the business while ignoring this major red flag. Something else very interesting has happened. iHeartMedia is looking for a new co-host for The Breakfast Club. So they are looking to potentially, temporarily, or permanently replace DJ Envy, or they have some unfortunate news for Charlemagne the God. The Envy's wife has been scrubbing her Instagram of the designer shopping spree hauls that Envy has taken her on, which that definitely doesn't look suspicious at all. I don't even know why they're trying this. The feds already have it. They saw it. They got pictures. If anything, doing this just draws more attention to you being possibly involved. Cesar Pina, after getting out on bail, for some reason decided to fire up a live stream on Instagram. He can't help some people.
In all these lawsuits, these 20 lawsuits, DJ Envy was never in the room with me. DJ Envy has nothing to do with any of these 20 lawsuits of these people that are suing me. And it fucking sucks, bro. It pisses me off that all these people are bashing DJ Envy.
Now, this is an insane thing to say after you have used his name to perpetuate a scam and swindle people out of millions of dollars. But later in the same stream, Pina also rejected arguments advanced by both Envy and his lawyer.
DJ Envy's attorney, his defense that DJ Envy is a victim, that's the dumbest shit I ever heard in my life. Me and him were partners in the real estate seminars. We were partners in a couple real estate transactions. That's it. He's not a victim. He was my partner. He was an investor.
Honestly, it's not really in his best interest to call anyone he allegedly scammed a victim.
Anthony Martini, this guy, Anthony Barone, we did a real estate transaction together. They're my partners. They own part of the property. But everybody's a victim.
What helped Barone solidify his decision was seeing documents for the project also signed by his friend Anthony Martini to proceed with wiring his $500,000 to Caesar. A little red flag is that it's now alleged that Caesar forged Martini's signature.
But yet, there's 2-3 sides to every story. Right? I have 20 lawsuits. Out of those 20 lawsuits, a lot of those people I don't owe money to. Because everybody's suing me because they're like, oh my God, this guy's successful. I could sue him. I could sue him. I could sue him. Oh, I'm going to get this money, right? Then you have all these people being what's the word? Coerced?
Yeah, it's pretty hard to believe anything coming out of this guy's mouth. Why would people file lawsuits against you if you didn't owe them money? The argument doesn't work so well there. Why would the government also be coming at you for wire fraud? The government doesn't come for people for this sort of thing lightly. They must have some solid evidence, I would assume. Even YouTubers are cracking this thing apart. That is where this story ends currently. We'll have to see how this plays out in court. I'm gonna be honest, Cesar Pina definitely did that though. There's way too much evidence that is available to the public even. Envy definitely has some serious explaining to do about the giveaway. I thought this would be a slightly different and interesting story to check out, and it is somewhat music related. Press the like button on this video. I promise you a 30% return on investment. If you want to support what I do on this channel, consider joining my Patreon or becoming a channel member. If you enjoyed this video, I suggest checking out my video, Busyworks Beats, the biggest hypocrite on YouTube. It's one of my favorite videos I ever made. Pretty funny. It's pretty funny. I'll see you guys next time.
My fucking Christmas lights guy said he's not going to do my Christmas lights this year because of the shit he saw on social media. What the
You met her yesterday, right? So the first 10 years of our relationship, she didn't reach an orgasm.
That's all.
It's okay. It's okay to say you don't give a fuck. It's laugh. It's no funny.
I can't believe we're here.
The Bang Incorporated.